British children are among the least happy in the developed world. That, according to the charity UNICEF UK. The reason for this is a lack of contact with their parents and too much emphasis on material gain. UNICEF published its initial findings 4 years ago. It's since investigated the prime causes of children's unhappiness. Our home editor, Mark Easton, has been looking at the findings.
Mariana is 7 1/4, and like most little girls of her age, her world is filled with pink plastic. Our culture of materialism shapes the play and the lives of our children. But according to the United Nations Children's Fund, UNICEF, in Britain it distorts the relationship parents have with their kids.
Obviously, for her, a trip to toy shops is a big thing. And she'd be, I want that, I want that. Oh, mummy, I want that one too. And I'm like, no.
The UNICEF research suggests that British parents want to be good parents, but they're not sure how. They find they're often too busy or simply too exhausted to engage with their children, and so they compensate by buying them toys and gadgets and clothes.
Have you seen my shoes? No. But I wanted them.
Lenora took part in the UNICEF project, which painted a picture of British life in which parents trade quality time with their children for the money to buy cupboards full of expensive toys. Although she's always strived to make time to play with her daughter, the project made her reevaluate her own priorities.
There were times where I was chatting to friends or my mother, what have you, and saying I feel so guilty that I don't actually have the time to spend with my daughter. And that was one big issue for me. I felt awful. I don't feel so bad now.
The research team compared British parents with their counterparts in Sweden and Spain and found, in their words, a stark contrast. In other European countries, family time is given greater importance.
We need to really support families who are under so much pressure. In Sweden, for example, they try to protect families against the commercial pressures by having a ban on advertising aimed at children under 12 years old. We could consider doing something like that.
4 years ago, UNICEF sparked national soul-searching with analysis showing child well-being in the UK at the bottom of a league of developed nations. This year, they recruited 14-year-old Vanessa to an international panel of young people in the hope of understanding why British children's happiness lags behind.
If you get what your children want, that's great, but also if you spend more time with them, that's great as well, because you've got to make a child emotionally happy as well as physically happy as well, if that makes any sense.
For Lenora and Mariana, happiness is playing together with toys they've made themselves from old cardboard boxes. But today's UNICEF report says that for many parents, such simple pleasures prove too difficult. Our children want our time, but instead we buy them things. Mark Easton, BBC News.
That's all from us at UK Report. Join us again the same time next week. From me, Adam Parsons, it's goodbye for now.